Greetings from the Staten Island Ferry. This is actually a free ferry service between Manhattan and Staten Island, and it's actually a free service, so you might as well make use of it when you're here. You haven't got to pay anything. It's a commuter ferry, actually, a commuter service. Just to show you the ferry. It's actually got good open sections on the sides. So for a free ferry service, you'll get some good views. Ferry schedule actually departs every half an hour, and so just to have a look the type of views that you get whilst on the Staten Island Ferry, it's not bad for free, is it? You haven't got to pay your ticket, you haven't got to pay a single dollar, single cent even, just crossing Governor's Island on the left hand side. So if you stay on the right hand side, what you get is views of the actual skyline of Manhattan, and if you keep looking towards this way, you can see Ellis Island, and also we'll be passing Statue of Liberty as well. So make sure you stick to the right hand side when you are on the ferry. If you stay on the left, you'll see Governor's Island, which is where I was originally, and then I moved to the right. You can see Ellis Island in the background there, getting closer to, I think this is the closest we'll get to Ellis Island. But you can see Statue of Liberty just over there. So like I say, for a free ferry ride, it doesn't cost anything. You get decent views from it, you'll get decent photos as well of the skyline. New Jersey just over there, just across the Hudson River, straight down there, and here just coming up towards Statue of Liberty. Just coming up towards the Statue of Liberty over here, and the ferry actually is quite crowded on the right hand side. I bet all the weight pretty much is on the right hand side, because on the left there's only a few people sitting down there, which is where I'm going to go to actually after I've filmed this section. But I mean, if you don't want to pay for the Statue Cruises ticket to see Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, which is included in the ticket, I think the next best option you've got is a ferry ride from Manhattan to Staten Island, and you can see a free view of the Statue of Liberty as you go past. And to be fair, you actually do get a decent view. I'm not sure if my camera is going to be able to pick it up to that level, but I mean, you're going right past the front of the Statue of Liberty, in fact. I know the Statue Cruises one, the one that I went on, the ferry goes right by it actually, so you get some good video footage, some good camera shots of it. But to be fair, even the Staten Island ferry takes you relatively close to it. Now I'm not too far from it really, and just slowly passing the right side of the statue, and it should be the front view in a minute, or a few seconds I should say, not even a minute. But you can see it just in just in the shot there. I'm just right in front above it about now. So that's a pretty good view. I think people have got pretty good views. I think if you've got good cameras here, you can get some good shots. You can zoom into that and take a good few pictures of this. You know, you've got the skyline just over there, New Jersey, Statue of Liberty here. And I think what I'm going to do is make my way back. So that was the Staten Island Ferry, which is the free ferry service that took me from Manhattan to Staten Island. I've just reached here, and we just docked up a few minutes ago, and we just left the ferry. But again, a lot of people that departed from the ferry, as soon as they actually depart, they start taking photos of the New York skyline, which is what a lot of people do. A lot of people like to take photos, mementos of their trip. But like I said, it's a free ferry service, so I think make the most of it, make use of it, and I think it's a good trip. I think it's a good idea to venture out from the area of Manhattan, which is where most of the tourists go. So that is always one of my complaints, that, you know, New York is not just Manhattan, it's also another 4 other boroughs as well that you should be exploring, you should go and see. And now that I have actually reached Staten Island, I am going to explore Staten Island because I've never been here before. So yeah, now that I'm here, I want to see what this island is all about. All I know is that the house from the film The Godfather, the first film, is here. It's based in Staten Island, and being a big fan of the film, I think I should go and see it. So from Staten Island, it's goodbye.